Don't know what happened there. Streamlabs just closed it, unless I was stupid enough to actually close the tab.
You're back again.
Fantastic. Thanks for letting us know, Jan. That was really quick.
Yep, you're welcome.
Thank you to our producer. one of them.
That's it. I'll only get caned slightly after the race. Denoya and Feminista. Or Feminista, sorry. What did I call him? Feminista?
Feminista.
Jeez.
Love it.
It's been a long day, like I said. See, Crofty doesn't have to put up with this.
I tell you, just a little note on track limits quickly. I tell you who's worrying me at the minute. Daniel Ricciardo. He's already on 3 strikes on track limits. So 2 more, and he's going to get a 5-second penalty.
Right. Okay. Is that 5 seconds, or is it a 5-second stop go?
Just straight 5 seconds, not stop go. If only we could enforce that, but we can't.
Things looking pretty settled now. There's still the battle between Denoya and Jake. I'll just stick with Jake rather than his second name. And Beatsma still dropping back. Poulsen looks like he could catch him as well.
I'm noticing a lot of illegal DOS uses from John Wamakas. I think he's done it all 5 laps so far in one of the zones. So he's going to get a penalty at the end of this.
Well, he's still got lots of laps still to make. Lots more illegal ones as well.
Yeah, John, if you can hear this, don't use the DOS. Just don't.
Oh, nice move from Beatsma into the... Oh, and he's getting done. Andrade's fighting back hard.
This is the beauty of Istanbul. It's perfect for these cars, I think.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think the only one that's kind of not loving it at the moment is Beatsma, because I think... Oh, God, that was close. Andrade just about taking out Denoya there, but thankfully they're still going. But Poulsen getting a good run up the hill, getting into 5th position. Is he going to hold it?
Only now have we reached 100% grip. John's had a crash at turn 13. That's a 4th strike for Ricciardo on track limits.
Oh. Hopefully he can just keep it in check for the rest of it. It's a tough track though. I mean, there's just... Oh no! That's... Andrade had a spin and Poulsen just couldn't avoid him. Oh, what a shame. And that's allowed the mystical Matt Smith up into 5th place. Poulsen 5 seconds behind him, but he'll probably be carrying a wee bit of damage after that as well. And then Andrade, I don't know what happened there. It could be the back tyres already going. That's it, and the dog's excited as well. He loves a smash.
Don't we all? I tell you, there's a little move going on behind. Bertrand Contreras for P11. Contreras has got DOS, but this doesn't look like it's going to be an easy move. Contreras can't seem to pick a direction. He's going to the left now, only because Bertrand has closed off the right-hand side.
Nice move, though. He made it stick. Plenty of room between him and the corner there. But he is fighting back, coming up onto the start-finish straight. Do you think he could
Look at that one out of the back. Look at that one out of 14. Beautiful. No DOS on the front straight, it seems.
Is it? Yeah, he's managed to get that position back.
Oh, but Contreras is going to have a much wider line. Bertrand's pulled all the way to the left and Contreras just flies by. Oh. Job done.
This is great. Great for overtaking round here.
Yeah. Loving every minute of this.
And Denoya now half a second between himself and Jake. And now we're seeing some pace back from Beatsma as well, as he's closing up rapidly on the cars in front.
This is something that Baseman said in the past about the Prime tyres. They're slow to start off with, but just like we did with the Exos Primes last year, they pick
Sorry,
up
we
the
just
pace.
had Ido come off there. He's back running again. And carry on.
Yes, as the stint goes on, the Prime tyres come into their own later on. So maybe that's why Baseman's trying to go for that in the early stages, while the track grip is slightly lower.
Should be quite. It'll be interesting to see how things all kind of like come together, like sort of the last sort of third of the race, because it's. I really don't know how it's going to go.
There's a lot of strategy options today and a lot of storylines to play out. Oh, look at this dive from Ido going down into turn 12. But trying to add to lock up. He's going to have the inside for 13 as well.
Yeah, is he going to be enough ahead
Oh,
for
he
the
just
last
going to try and
corner?
dive into 14 as well.
Oh, and it's a
Goes
drag
down the
race
hill.
along the straight.
Woo. That's what I want to see. He's going to make a dive. He is. He looks like it. Now he's backs out of it. He's going to wait for the DRS, I think. Do it the easy way.
He had a big think about it. Just as we're looking at his steely expression. Oh, now. Looked like Bertrand went really wide there and he's gone off.
I looked away then.
He's lost 2 positions. He's back underway though. And it's allowed Lantern to get by him as well.
This is an insane run from Dirty. At this rate, he's going to have a full pit stop by the time we for lap 11. He's 14 seconds in the lead. He's already made it to turn 12, where Fimes is only going through turn 11.
Yeah, I'm assuming where the speed trap is at the end of the straight, somebody's actually just managed to run slightly straight on and got the fastest speed. Because at the moment it is 187 miles an hour, and the guys that we're clocking have been around about 160.
Yeah, I'm seeing that here. Jens with 284 kilometers an hour. Next best is, I think that's Ruben Andrade with a 278. I don't know what that is in old money. I'm not good at converting.
That's why we've got all these computers these days. And that's Edo. Oh, good challenge. It all seems to be happening around the last sections. Yep.
Just like the plan. There's been a crash between Edo and Lantern have come. Oh, that's a small crack. Wait, never mind. We just saw that. So I got excited. My race control board was flashing up with red and yellow.
It didn't look like there was contact, but there must have been. Andrade off again.
That's a big spin. That's a turn 4.
And he's back underway, but that's allowed him to lose 2 positions to Bakker and Niche. Bakker, if he pulls his socks up, could still get further up the board as well, because he is really quick round here. And Poulsen, he is pulling back a little bit on Matt Smith, but Matt Smith having a pretty solid start.
Wow, Lantern's done Edo into turn 8. It's incredible.
I was just switching over to look at the front there, because Denoya is still keeping up with Jake as they go around the final turn.
But basically he's not catching enough.
No, it's just
that is the 5th infraction for Daniel Ricciardo. That'll be a 5-second penalty for him.
See, that's it. It doesn't matter if you own the club; you still get penalties.
Yeah, we are impartial as impartial as possible here.
Probably harder on the admins actually. Right, so we've got the first pit stop from Niche. So I wonder who we'll see in next.
That's only on lap 10, so Nesh's tyres clearly struggling on the options. We should be seeing a few more people coming in the next couple of laps. I'll be shocked if they can make it as far as 15 or 16, like we have with other races.
Yeah, it's. I mean, the amount of loading through these corners, it'll absolutely destroy the tyres there. As Lantern is lost out to Ido there as well.
Still going at it. Made a move down the inside into turn number 3. And Fimes has dropped to P4.
Yes.
Fimes has gone off at turn 10.
That's a shame. I thought Beatsman had got him fair and square, but that's now.
That went properly deep because he had to cross. I think he had to cross the line. Lantern's trying to get past in the middle of turn 8. Don't try it there. Wow. And wide goes Ido. It's going to be side by side into turn 9.
Oh my goodness. Ido recognising it.
Ido's got a good one through 10. He's trying to squeeze it up the inside. They're still side by side. Ido's pulled into the slipstream, but now Bertrand is on the scene.
That's it. He was just trying to really shut the door on him there, so he wasn't going to get anything back out. But
and that was a bad strategy call from Ido because he's lost out on DRS. Lantern's got it, and Bertrand has got it, but not Ido.
that'll be a nice bit of breathing room for Lantern there, but he's not all that far ahead. Ido just still looking all around, trying to take different parts of the track to try and get things, as we've got Felipe and Poulsen in the pits. Poulsen just coming out.
Poulsen could come out into this battle for the battle for 9th. Now battle for 8th. It's going to be awesome to see.
Felipe looking like he had quite a long stop there. Novak just coming in as well. Dirty still
Novak
not.
was the one I got the information for about the 11 lap stints on the options.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what Dirty's going to do. So whether he's going to manage to hang this out for another. Sorry, I got a bit Scottish there. If he's going to hang this out for another couple of laps just to try and push it, or he's staying out for another one, I suppose he can. He's in a position where he can actually risk just taking it a little bit easier and saving his tyres as well. As Poulsen and Lantern still hard at it. Ido has spun.
That's turn 8. He's still spinning at turn 8. He's just stopped spinning. I think he's had come together with somebody in that pack. He's going to rejoin in 13th behind Nesh.
He'll be a bit annoyed about that. So, 12 laps done. Still keeping an eye on out front to see if Dirty's going to stop this time round or if he's going to try and stretch it out.
Batesman went wide at turn 1 on this most recent lap. Pretty deep as well, I think, from what I can see on the track map. And Bertrand's into the pits now as well. So maybe that 2-stop strategy is possible. It is the favoured strategy.
Hopefully he's not carrying any damage so he can just get back underway again pretty quick.
Ido's in as well.
That was quick. See, good pit crew that he's got working for him there. And I'm just seeing getting Denoa to change the colour. And Dirty still staying out for another run.
Ido, Ramaker's P14 as Ido comes out the pits. Ramaker's done him. And Ido, he's defending hard from Ido into turn 3.
And now we've got Denoya and Beatsma fighting it out for second position.
Yeah, let's look at that one.
Beatsma just kind of creeping up on him there. Kind of caught me out a little bit, but much faster around the last lap. And tyre wear is definitely going to be an issue now for both of them.
Oh, Danny Rick, that's the 7th track limits violation now. No one else is getting close.
And Bakker now setting his own personal best.
Andrade's into the pits.
This could be... So just looking back onto Beatsma there. Denoya getting a nice good drive. So he's not too bad, but you can just... Beatsma will have the DRS as well, so this could be...
It's going to be really close between Andrade and Nesh coming out the pits. Andrade's come out just behind of Roman Nesh.
oof.
So many close battles coming out the pits is awesome to see. You don't often see it. Always trying for a pot shot into turn 4 and doesn't make it.
Just keeping an eye. Now, Beatsman's got DRS open. And he is passing by... Oh, textbook manoeuvre. Up into second place. I know the fans of Denoya will be super disappointed seeing him lose a position, but if he can hang on to the back of him, then they might have a chance to get him back the next lap, but then his tyres must be getting quite a critical stage.
Well, I would say Denoya's in the pound seats for a net second place, really, because he's gone now 14 laps on the option tyres. So the one stop is almost in reach.
And I still don't think Dirty's stopped yet.
No, he absolutely hasn't. No way. No, I can't see him pitting now. He did a 42.8 on that last lap. So he's 1.3 down on his faster laps. That's a little bit slower than Jens and a little bit faster than Denoya.
But he's still setting decent pace. That's the thing. Like, I mean,
yeah.
I suppose if he's comfortable and he's not losing too much, then he's going to be okay. As Lantern goes into the pits now as well. And that should put him out... No, I was having a look at the wrong scoreboard there. And things now kind of getting quite separated. I'm just trying to work out who will be battling against Poulsen and Ricardo after the pit stops. Dirty's in for the pits, so that's him. Don't know if he's already coming out, but we should be seeing if Beatsma stays out. He should have enough space to allow him to get through. Yep.
I've just had to issue the final warning for Jens Beetsma for track limits. Oof. 4 times now. 4 times.
Dirty has managed to get out the pits in front of Beatsma.
That's close. That is
so close.
Awesome. So well judged.
Now, depending on what tyre he's on, he could be having issues that Beatsma had at the start, just trying to get the tyres up to temperature. So he might lose a position here. But these guys still haven't stopped, so, I mean, a whole pit stop ahead at the start is ridiculous.
I will point out also there may be a 5-second penalty coming for Jack Lantern for pit exit line crossing.
Now, as we're just kind of getting things sorted... Poulsen really, really close on Jake there. Squeezing by. Taking a good line.
Farms should just come out of the pits on a fresh set of primes. So I guess they won't be up to temperature yet. Same for Dirty. Which is why I'm kind of expecting Jens to come past anytime soon. Especially with the DOS. Because as I said earlier, the older prime tyres are faster than newer prime tyres.
It's just
because they ramp up in pace as the thing goes on.
A Remaker just in, and that is Denoya into the pits.
16 laps. That's 1-stop territory.
I mean, it's still, like you said, it's still open to a kind of 2-stopper as well for some of them.
Yeah, 3-stop doesn't seem to be anybody's aim, but 2-stop is most likely the preferred strategy today. But if it works for the Neuer, it could be huge. Get a second, maybe even a win.
Matt Smith into the pits as well, so he's on a one. Well, possibly trying to push for a one-stopper as well, but he's dropping quite far back after his pit stop.
Novak stopped on track. He's got going again. That was around turn 8. Everybody's pretty much spread out now, pretty much, apart from Dirty and Batesman. So it's the sort of middle phase of the race where it just sort of calms down and we wait for the strategies to play out.
Well, if Beatsma is out on primes from the start, then he switches to the options. This could be pretty close between him and Dirty at the end. Because he's definitely got the pace to like run into the 141s.
Ricardo's just DNF'd. I think Ricardo's internet's gone again.
Oh.
That's third race in a row, maybe?
That
sucks. It really
absolutely sucks. No luck with that at all.
I feel so bad for him as well. He was on for a good result.
Well, unfortunately, that's the joys of online racing, is anything can happen.
Batesman's pulled off. He's gone off at turn 2. He's gone straight on.
Oh no.
He's parked it in the gravel.
And he's not moving.
He's not moving. This is the end for Batesma. Seat broke. I'm hearing from the game chat. Jensen's seat's broke.
And he's gone.
Oh, it's the end of Batesma. He's gone.
He's gone. Oh, what a shame. I'm so sorry, guys.
Tech breaks in space of about 30 seconds.
Oh,
dropping like flies. Ricardo's rejoining the server, so he might come home for some points if he can get out ahead of Novak.
What a nightmare.
I hope he didn't fall flat on his ass. Because that would be painful. He says laughing about it.
Oh, I can't believe that's happened. It's just a nightmare. Well,
I don't even think it's the first time it's happened for him. I think it's happened before. But here's a really unique race. Ricardo is currently trying to rejoin the server. He's just gone back to the pits. If he can get out quickly, he might be able to get ahead of Novak, who's coming out the final corner now.
And he'll be battling over the
moving
final.
Now. This is going to be close. This is a battle for the last point we're going to see here.
And Andrade having a wee spin. Poulsen and Jake. I think Poulsen just lost a wee bit of time there.
And it has said he's going to cross the track limits line for Poulsen. So that's his first step. Don't mean anything.
Yeah. And Niche running quite wide twice. Oh,
ooh,
contact!
A little wing bang there. That could have been disaster. But who knows? Nesh is a pretty aggressive driver. No discredit to him at all. He's very fast. This is going to be super fun as Andrade gets the DRS down towards turn 12. Over the barrel of the hill, he's moved to the right on the right-hand side, gets the outside for turn 12. And he's made the move done. He's done long before the corner.
And he's back again.
Woo-hoo-hoo! What a move. I told you it was aggressive, but that was bloody good.
Oh, that was quite a swipe.
Squeeze, there goes Andrade. Nice. Oh, I think Nash nearly had a spin. I saw some smoke coming out the exit. And Contreras on the back of this now.
Nesh just, quite aggressive, overtaking and defending.
Love it. Love to see it.
No, we've got Jen's in here as well, into the Twitch chat with the seat being broken. What a shame, man. I thought you could have got pole. Title's still open. There's still lots of races on for the rest of the season.
Oh, Ricardo's gone down the inside of Novak into turn 1. They're side by side up the hill. I remind you, this is the battle for the. Oh no, it's not the battle for the final point. It's the battle between 2 and 1 point. Points are guaranteed now. Points for everybody. Sorry, Jens. It's going to really hurt Jens's championship challenge as well, because this is an easy shot at the win that's just gone because of something that's completely not his fault.
I can't believe that. But then, you know, everyone will need to start doing have a spare seat ready. Get that quick swap.
Reminds me of Simon Pagenaud a few months ago.
Yes,
his seat broke during a 24-hour Le Mans. And he just switched it out in like 2 minutes. Brilliant to see.
Now I've got a wee train going on here as they're all coming into the final corner, going for 7th position.
I will add to add insult to injury. Ricciardo is on to his 9th track limits violation. That's a possible second 5-second penalty.
God, it's no wonder he quit out earlier on. You're rewinding him all the time.
I think it's the Turkish internet providers going, yeah, this isn't going well. Just
Oh,
give him a way out.
That was an incredible slide. He hit the curb and shot the car sideways, but it was just like a microsecond, and he managed to just get back under control again. Lost a bit of time, but good for the stream. As we've got Edu on Bertrand. And it's going round the outside. Is he going to make it stick? Bertrand giving him lots of space. Too much space, and he went out onto the Astro and he's spun. Oh, nightmare.
He's a long way ahead of John Ramakas. So he should stay P12. Yeah. But he likely won't go any further than P12 today.
And Felipe on the back of Nesh there. As I said that, and he's just managed to lose some time.
Ricciardo's gone off at turn 6.
Oh, and he's beached.
He's beat.
Oh.
About to what? Come on. Oh, man.
Oh, he's going.
There's a bit of
movement. He's moving.
Hey!
Hey!
I wasn't expecting to have any cars beached. Oh, God, he's going to have to go through it again. Reverse a bit more. Reverse a bit more. You're fine. There we go.
That's it.
I wasn't expecting beaching to be an issue today because we're not on a Kunos track. But apparently, it's still a problem. I don't know how he managed to get himself beached on next at turn 6.
I've no idea.
Don't
but
spin it again, rejoining. Cool.
It was exciting watching him going. So there is a poll for a change in Denoya's car colour. All makes sense now. So that's us at the halfway point. Dirty in a commanding lead at the moment, followed by Bakker, who I don't think would have thought. He was quick in qualifying, but I don't think he could have thought that he would have found himself into second during the race. Denoya in third, Jake in fourth, Poulsen in fifth, Matt Smith, who could still find his way further up as well. He's having quite a good drive today. And then big gap between him and Andretti. And then Nesh in 8th, Felipe in 9th, Lantern in 10th, Edu in 11th, Bertrand in 12th, Ramaki? John. Yeah, John. 13th, Novak in 14th, and Ricciardo in 15th. We have lost a couple of drivers. We've lost Beatsma and...
That's it, I think. Yeah,
nice.
Just Beatsma.
So, do a technical failure. And we've lost Ricciardo.
I was gone again.
I must have felt it. I must have just felt it in the water.
just not getting anybody better for him. He got lucky trying to get going again. I mean, if he can finish this race, there's a point in it for him. But he needs to stay, 4 laps? No more than 4 laps down, otherwise he doesn't make 90%.
Right. It's
1 lap down on the minute. Can he get back in time? And can it not happen again?
That's definitely one of the questions of the day. It's been a tough one. It's a shame that it's down to 14. now because it was good just having those extra ones. Oh, he's just said in the chat there, big F for his net again. A big F being a big fail, not anything else. So, seeing as we are 23 laps in, if you are watching on Twitch, which would be the only way that you can hear us, then we do have a driver poll that was put together by Jan, which I've just popped up in the stream chat there. I'll also pop it onto the Discord. In fact, no, I won't. I'll just leave it in the Twitch chat.
Paulson into the bits for his second stop, by the way. He's going to stop changing times.
Jan. Yeah, Dirty's having a pretty solid race, Danny.
Oh, a little pop there from Contreras, maybe into the bottom hairpin. Contreras looked desperate to get past Nash.
Tight between. It looked like Lantern there. And Poulsen. I think we are now starting to see some cars out of position, so I'm just going to quickly switch just to see how things are looking.
And so look at, ooh, Contreras trying to pop shot into turn 5. He just collided with Nesh.
Oh no, they get going again, all right.
Yeah, they're both going again. They've kept their positions.
Things still pretty tight. So I've just got myself mixed up with my gaps and my intervals. There we go. Nice. So we are looking at big gaps between everyone now. There's lots of space between them, so it doesn't mean that it's all plain sailing because it is quite a tricky track, tyre wear being an issue. And most of the guys out of DRS range as well. And we'll not talk about the Formula 1 in case there's people still want to watch the highlights.
Just do watch it, it's really good.
Yeah, yeah. Not saying what's happened, but I think given that there was... No, in fact, I'm not even going to say anything because if you manage to avoid it, then you'll know, so... I think Dirty's going to be pretty much... Unless his seat breaks, I think he's pretty much alright. I'll get on board.
He's got more than a pit stops gap to Backer. Paulson's just done Smith for 5th place. Wonder why that is. Because I can't see Smith anywhere. Where is Smith?
He is just coming through the chicane onto the back straight in the kink.
I think I know why. I think he went wide at turn 8 and got that come up on my list.
I'll just need to keep an eye on Dirty to see if he's still pushing. Because it does look like he has kind of backed off a little bit. Guys, looked like he was about to dip a wheel into the grass there. As he's just coming up through the back section, through the kink, and then just down into the complex of the last corners.
There's a battle brewing slowly between Jack Lantern and Ronaldo Ido for 10th place. It's gone to less than a second, and Ido's looking pretty racy.
We'll just see what sort of time Dirty's put in for his last lap. see if this is going to be enough. 143, so taking it relatively easy. We'll go on board with Ido there as he's trying to hunt down Lantern in front of him. Bertrand with a 149, so I wonder if maybe something's happened. He's maybe gone a bit wide. Lap before. How's your race control looking? Has there been any track and frac?
It's been a remarkably clean race. Far fewer track limits infractions than I was expecting. Even fewer collisions. Dirty's on his 4th warning. So is Charles Bertrand, and everyone else is 3 or lower. Quite a good race, I would say.
Good race.
Probably one of the. Sorry, go on.
I was saying good race for the cleanliness, but not the action that we became accustomed to.
Some of the action is still there. I'm quite enjoying this race. It's quite. I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that I'm on a different side of this stream,
Yeah.
but it's nice and I'm quite relaxed. I don't know
That
about
was
you.
a great move
Oh,
from
nice
Ido
prop.
on Lantern there. Just got the DRS and just managed to pip him. Loads of room
And
into
held
the
it
final
firm as he comes
section.
into the pits.
Jesus.
Completely pointless. Nearly hits the wall entry.
That was, well, I can do it.
Just a warning for later on.
That's it. Shot across the bow. There you go, sir. So, like I said earlier on as well, things are kind of getting a bit spaced out, but it looked like there was a car going really slow. Yeah.
I can't see anything on track.
I don't know. It looked like it was Jake coming around there. I don't know if he was getting out the way of somebody or...
No, nothing. Oh, there it is. He's gone. No, I don't know what I'm seeing. Sometimes it just flashes up with something. It's like a phantom flash.
Sounds
Or
terrifying.
that might be something else completely. That might be something else completely.
Denoya with a 145.
Ooh, careful, Ramicus has gone off at turn 8. I think Lantern's had to take avoiding action with that one. All good, though. All good.
It could have been Ramicus that's had gone off earlier on, actually. Poulsen setting his fastest lap with a 142.7, so he's starting to get a bit racy again.
Just had infraction number 5 for Charles Bertrand. That'll be a 5-second penalty for him. Not that it matters. He's a minute 21 behind Ramicus, ahead of Ramicus.
Well, I mean, they could all add up.
I mean, yeah. How many times can you cut the track in the next 17 laps?
And it looks like he has been followed pretty closely by... Oh, where is he? Matt Smith. And... there we go. There's Bakker there in 2nd position. Now, is that Bertrand? Yes, it is. And...
Getting away the battle between Bakker. There's Bakker there and Paulson's there as well. No, that's not Paulson, is it?
No, it's
no,
not.
It's Novak.
Novak getting a really unlucky at the start of the race. And he's pulled himself back in it.
He's had this a couple of times. I think the first race he did in AF, it was the first round of AF4. And he just didn't join until 2 laps in, and he spawned on the start-finish straight as people were coming through.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, not the best introduction.
Yeah. As Poulsen's just...
Paulson did the bits again. He only pitted about 5 laps ago.
Oh, Ido off. Hopefully he'll get going again as he's got another 3 cars whipping round.
He switched to the primes. I wonder what happened, actually.
He's
Maybe he was still on the options.
We've got Matt Smith up into 5th. And it looks like Felipe could have a wee move up on Nish as well. I'll just go and have a quick look at the...
Oh, Edo's gone. Edo's just disconnected.
Oh, no.
I don't know why. Might be just a disconnection. Could be a rage quit. We don't really know. We'll try and get the information.
He had just spun, so...
Maybe. He was running really well as well. I doubt it'd be a rage quit. If he's running P8, I don't think he'd want to rage quit after just one spin.
No, the thing is, though, for any of the guys today, all you need to do is cross the line and you've got points, so it's worth staying in.
It's worth it, yeah, if you can. That's what I sort of think. Maybe it was Edo that had an issue with his connection. I'll see if there's any answer to that question.
No. Daniel Cooper.
There's just been a picture posted to the AF1 chat on our Discord server of Jens's seat. And I can't quite see... Oh no, I can kind of gather what the problem is. So he's got a play seat, and his wheel has literally detached from the seat through so much force. That's what I can tell. It's sort of drifted back, and it's eventually just sort of scraped, and they've separated.
Oh my god. Is it the play seat challenge or the Evo?
Something like that, yeah. It looks like it. Well, at least a similar design, and it's just come apart. It's easily fixed, it seems.
Oh,
but
and we've got Felipe spinning on the start-finish straight, which could have been really costly for Dirty, who's just gone past him there as well.
Yeah, Jens saying it slid off, and there's a groove now, so we can't get it on again.
Oh yeah, it's the plastic bit as well. God, he must have been... I mean, to pull that off, it takes a bit of force, so... Must have just been the pressure. Just got to him too much. We're just watching Nish come round. See if he'll get some DRS. Make him... Oh my god, what's he done?
Whoa!
Just dove up the inside of Felipe there. Absolutely... Looked like he left his brain in the pit lane there as he tried to make that move.
That's the second incident between Nesh and Contreras in this race.
It has allowed Lantern to go through. Go 14 laps to go round Istanbul.
I've never heard someone say Istanbul so Scottish in my life.
Ah, well, I am Scottish, so...
Certainly not complaining.
I tell you who is complaining at the moment. My little dog, who is wanting his food, so I might disappear briefly and throw some food down his throat.
Before you go, I do want to ask something. Is it a Scotty dog?
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a sausage dog, so German dog. But see, this is the point of the race where things are that spread out. It's nearly like, oh,
throw some food down his throat. I'll make sure nothing happens while you go.
Perfect. I'll leave it on Felipe at the moment because he is quite close to Lantern. Yeah. So hopefully,
altogether.
Hopefully there'll be nothing that will get missed. Okay, right. I'll be back shortly. Right. Let's go.
And as he says that, Bakker goes into the pits for his second stop. He'll be onto the option tyres surely to finish this race on that set. Could be some strong pace from him if he can get out in front of De Nooijer. He's already moving, so he's going to be out in front of De Nooijer. A good result from Bakker on its way, possibly. Dirty still leads by nearly a minute now. It's about 50 seconds. But here's the big battle that's going on right now. It's a battle for 8th place between Lantern, Contreras and Nesh. Obviously, I can't switch away from this because I don't have control. So hopefully this battle keeps going for as long as Tommy's shoving food down his dog's throat. Maybe not that aggressively, I would hope. This race, you can see there's some hope here that this is going to start to pick up again. You can see it here. Bakker's got out ahead. 7, 8 seconds in front of De Nooijer. Fimes is going to come home with a good result in 4th at this rate, but he's only 3 seconds there. So if you can pull something together, there's a podium on the cards. But De Nooijer is a strong competitor. One of the front runners, Fimester, being a real underdog to the front runners in this season so far, along with his teammate Fern, who isn't here today. And the final corner for Contreras. And actually, I've just seen, just come up on my screen, Bakker coming out of the pits, crossed the pit exit line. That could be a 5-second penalty for him. So Fimester, De Nooijer, push with everything you got for those extra points. It's starting to spread out a bit now, so that's not helpful. Contreras is still about a second behind Lantern. Nesh has dropped to about 2.5 seconds, possibly because of the damage caused from the now 2 collisions between them in the last 15 laps. Probably some words to be had after this race. I hope the stream doesn't go down while he's gone. Bakker's done a 2-minute lap. That's just because it's an out lap.
One happy dog. Right.
Okay.
What have I missed?
Absolutely nothing other than Bakker's gone to the pits and come out.
Oh.
But he did cross the pit exit line at the end.
So is that an automatic penalty or?
Quite possibly, yes. There's a lot to reveal, let's say. Other than that, it seems the field spread out even more between Lantern, Contreras and Nesh. I think Nesh might have a little bit of damage, which might be why he's got back to about 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, he has been kind of up against it quite a bit. A couple of guys in the chat asking about the graphics for the reviews, so there's a couple of folk missing that.
Well, that's actually nice to see. The problem is it takes an age to do it. I have to drive both sides of the track at a maximum of about 16 kilometers an hour. It is painful and so boring. A 4-kilometer track. I timed this when I did Road Atlanta on Friday. A 4-kilometer track takes 20 minutes per side. It's just painful. So today we've just stuck to the lines where there needs to be track limits. Everywhere else doesn't. Because we'll just review the penalties on Monday anyway. We don't have the only purpose is for the replays. So I don't know. Maybe we'll bring it back if it's popular enough.
Yeah, at the moment things not looking too bad. There's not a drastic amount of sort of crashes or anything today, which has been pretty good. There has been just a couple of silly incidents.
Yeah, I've written them all down here. Everything has been written down in a notepad, which is going to make Monday so much easier. And we don't have to listen to drivers complain with their little bit of biased views. You can that's going to happen between some people.
You must be quite relieved when I'm commentating and not racing. Oh God, who's he going to complain about now?
It's good that we had the incidents, because I'll tell you what, AF3 last weekend, Watkins Glen, all the stewards were kind of annoyed because we kind of saw all these incidents that were happening that nobody had reported. Especially me. I'm like, come on! Why is no one reporting that? Because if we don't report it, we can't penalise it.
Was that Road America or was that when you were doing the review?
That's for Watkins Glen.
Right.
Monday just gone for Watkins 3.
See, this is quite good for folk as well, because it's giving them a bit of an insight into like the amount of work that you guys are doing.
Yeah, there's an awful lot that goes into it, but I look forward to this because I could just sit back for about 3 hours. It takes about 3 hours, and I could just laugh at everybody's incidents. I can just sit back and enjoy myself.
So I'm still watching Felipe going round and trying to challenge Lantern. He is getting quite close and he's well within DRS range, so we will hopefully see a wee move soon.
He's having a look into turn 8 here. He's had to back up his goal. Had to do a little twitch to hold it together, but he has done. So there goes the DRS range for now.
And Dirty just absolutely untouchable.
I haven't checked track limits in a while, actually. Actually, no one's broken track limits. They're behaving themselves. It's really nice to see.
Are you sure you haven't just turned on the AI?
Let me just check. What's the shortcut for AI? Control, is it Control I?
Things looking really, really good. The thing is, so this is what we want. This is like, we want people to be able to come in and race a solid, like, it's you properly racing, not just getting punted off the track.
Yes, yes. It's a million times better than an open lobby, in my totally unbiased opinion.
This, yeah, somebody saying, guardrail hitter saying Dirty would have to pit and then spin at least 10 times for Backer to catch up. Yeah, it is kind of looking that way.
But anything can happen. I have just had to issue a 4th track limits warning to Jack Lantern.
Yes, now...
Tight in this battle for 8th place. So... But he's really dropping back. He's dropped 5 seconds off of Contreras.
I think... I mean, there's still too long to go, so there could still be a spin, and it looks like we have... Have we lost somebody else?
We did lose Edo a while ago, so now we're down
Right,
to
okay,
the same
that's fine.
13.
What a shame, because like, they were saying that where if you had just finished, they would have picked up some points. And I'm hoping that, I think Mike Smith's just too far back from Jake, but then Poulsen's managing to pull back on him as well after taking that pit stop. He should be good to the end. Dirty's definitely going to have to stop as he's passing Andrade there.
You think so?
Has he stopped? Has he stopped twice?
I think he's on the primes at the minute. I think he's only stopped once. Yeah, he's only stopped once. He's been on the primes for a long time. I think it's going to be close. I think he pitted lap 14. 13, 14, so it's going to be close.
Yep. There's got Nesh coming into the pits there.
He'll come out in 10th place. He'll keep that 10th place.
Yeah.
Bertrand's had a spin. That's up at turn 8.
Seems to be catching a lot of the guys out today. And hopefully we'll find out who is going to be the driver of the day soon.
I should probably vote on that, actually. He says not knowing.
I was looking for the link and then I forgot to actually still have it right in front of me.
Should we post it again?
There we go.
Sure.
Well,
I think I got to give it to Colin Backer. He's played a real blinder with the strategy, and he's got himself a good result. It seems so far.
I've just posted the straw poll back up in the chat again if anyone's wanting to have a wee look at it.
It's pretty close, actually. There's Contreras on 5 votes at the minute, Dirty on 4, Backer on 3. Where's the Paulson crew?
I'm surprised at that as well, because Paulson's had a really, really solid run at it today. So,
yeah, the crap gang doesn't seem to be here today. Contreras is into the pits.
I said, just as you mentioned his name, he just dove off. So,
well, based on that logic, Dirty. No?
Yeah.
No? Okay. I guess it's, maybe we'll give it a couple of minutes to kick in. Novak stopped. Novak's out.
What?
I think he's either disconnection or my internet's gone bad. No,
he's
Novak.
Out. He is out.
He stopped. It went after turn 10.
He might still come back in. We've got John in the pits as well now.
he got another 2 track limits violations. So that might have something to do with it. I don't know.
Again, he might kick himself later on, just because he's losing out on some points. But it's just one of these things. Unfortunately, it looked like we had a car stopped on track as well just after the first corner. I don't know if that was John there, maybe having a wee bit of a spin there, but
I wasn't expecting another race of attrition. I'll tell you that. We started with 16, we're down to 12.
well, to be fair, like some of the guys have had proper like mechanical failures at home, which is
Yeah,
just
it's
ridiculous.
not the usual. It's not the usual races of attrition where we have like people getting beached and people quitting because they can't be bothered. Well, maybe not can't be bothered. It's internet issues and Novak's rejoined the server.
Yeah, it must be his internet's playing up as well, and that's what's cost Danny his like his race today. His internet again, and Novak at the start of the race losing out because of his internet. So, you know, it's.
I mean, Novak was already 2 laps down anyway because of that late join. He had to rejoin the server between qualifying and the race.
Now, so I'm looking at the straw poll here, and for the amount of chat about Denoya, there's very, very few votes.
I'm kind of surprised with the number of votes we've had just in total.
That's great.
20 votes is more than we've ever had. 21 votes. And just like in this race, it seems to be overwhelmingly, but a huge lead for Dirty. 11 votes.
So we'll keep an eye on that as things go, and then we'll announce the winner with just a couple of laps to go. I'm just trying to see how many folk are watching the stream as well. So we're down to 19. It has been a bit of a steady race. Not too much, no punterinos. Couple of spins.
It's been a relaxing Sunday drive,
Yeah.
let's put it at that. But there's still enough action, definitely at the start of this race. Andrade's pulled off at the side of turn 4. I think he just went off. He's joined.
Back underway again. And Ramaker's just plodding around on his own at the moment. And Bertrand just kind of popping around, but I don't know who's in front of him, as all the cars are out of position at the moment, so that being a slight issue. But we have got the top 10 on the same lap. But I think Nesh will be getting caught by Dirty pretty soon. As he is still powering along. And we'll just keep an eye on him as he's crossing. Oh no, he's in the pits. Dirty is in the pits.
I wasn't sure he would make it to the end, but he's in the pits. It's not going to be enough because Backer's round at turn 8. Not even going to be close, but still.
Could this be the 10 spins that somebody predicted in the chat?
Oh God, I'll hit a Vasek. I don't know, maybe. About 3 spins worth.
So, so the folk are thinking he's just coming in, changing the tyres for the fastest lap.
He's rejoined, he's going to come out way into the lead, and
he's already got the fastest lap by over a second. So I think he's pretty safe. And if he does try and go for the fastest lap, it could cost him dearly. Well,
he'd need to try pretty damn hard to have so many spins that back, who's only just coming into turn 1. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Dirty's going to win this easily. He's got 5 laps. Just keep it on the road. He doesn't need to try for the fastest lap.
I know the commentators are trying their best to try and get some extra spice in there. What he doesn't need to do. What might happen, what won't happen. Oh no, he's fine. Nothing will happen.
Dirty looks about 5 corners an hour slower into that corner. Although saying that, Tidori's actually had a little moment at turn 4. For real this time, for real. Didn't lose too much time, but he did have a little moment.
That's it. Dirty just looking so solid today. Just in a completely different class. What I'll do is, well, if he is going to be setting the fastest times, we'll jump on board with him and see how things are looking.
Ooh, Nesh has gone straight on at turn 8. That's a real thing that's actually happening.
Oofed. And it looks like that's Backer just in front of him.
Dinoya. Backer's
Dinoya.
in turn 12. He's got Contreras in the way. He's gone straight on to let Backer through.
Perfect.
Ooh, Contreras had a moment at turn 13. I think his tyres are a bit cold now.
He's looking. He was just kind of looking like it was getting a bit squirrely coming out the last corner there as well.
Yeah. But he has got a 17-second gap to Nesh.
Yeah, all the guys looking pretty padded now, I think. Unless there's a major off, seat failure, internet disconnection, the guys should be pretty much sorted. Should be. So I'll just go back and have a wee look. Oh, and there's been a massive, massive upsurge in the votes for the driver of the day. Controversial. Some would say.
Whoa, what a swing.
What a swing. We'll give it another lap and then we shall...
Let's close it at the checker flag. Let's give him a chance
Alright,
here.
okay.
Andrade and Bertrand are together at the minute. They're a lap separated, but they're together. And Dirty's just behind all of this as he starts his 3rd from the last lap. His home race, I will add. He's just at the fastest lap.
He's really, really just wanting to rub that salt into the wounds.
It's going to be a truly stunning win for Dirty. And he's going to, I reckon he'll feel quite emotional about it. He's, Turkish driver driving for a Turkish team. They're called the Turkish Torpedoes. The word Turkish lost all meaning by now.
I've heard it's a delight.
I had it for lunch. I'm not kidding her.
Oh, I can't even look at that stuff. If I think about it too much, then I'll be sick after a face stuffing incident when I was younger. Oof. It's the sort of stuff that your gran had in the house. And then you're like, oh, I'll have some of that. And then you eat it all, and then you're violently ill. And that was probably about 30 years ago, and I'm still... still like it was yesterday. Oh, that was Andrade catching up quite a lot there on Dirty in front. And he's onto the pits as well. Maybe just not quite enough to see him over the line. There's 2 laps to go.
Andrade in the pits, for some reason. He could come out, maybe, behind Lantern. Although Will add Lantern is looking at a 10-second penalty. 1 for pit exit infringement and 1 for just cutting the track 5 times.
So we're on board with Lantern now as we're coming over the start-finish line.
Andrade just about to get up through turn 1 now. Could be close. Could be close. But I suspect Andrade will have the option tyres, obviously. And a splash and dash to that. Oh no, Andrade's just crossed the pit exit line.
Oh,
Off my screen.
you missed nothing. Nothing.
It's great. This screen just comes up with everything that happens. No faff, only the important stuff.
I tell you what, Lanter is pushing pretty hard. He was getting a bit sideways coming round through turn 4. Just into the long sweeping hairpin. Oh, and he's just lost it a bit. So
Yeah, I just saw his dot slow down on the screen. Well, there's the end of any. That's the end of that.
there, that's it.
Should we pull the flag now?
Can you do?
Oh, Paulson's gone off.
Oh no!
Wait, did he? The second I looked at him, he was moving again, but he came up as red on my screen.
Maybe just a slight
Probably fine.
mischief as we've got Dirty coming over into the 140s.
40.9. Wow. Did we even get that in qualifying? I can't remember what the time was.
141s in qualifying. The track wasn't quite grippy enough, so
That's pretty good then. That's pretty good.
he's had an absolutely.
No, that takes 4. Sorry, go on.
He's had an absolutely cracking drive today. I mean, he's been completely infallible. As Barker just crossing line to go in ahead's final lap. And then everyone else will just be able to stay on the track for the last couple of bits. Dirty is just absolutely flying around here. Looks like he's on to the back of Poulsen. Hopefully Poulsen will stay out
Is
the
this
way.
the last minute drama we're looking for?
Pardon?
Is this the last minute drama we're looking for? No. Unless... No, not going to happen.
We don't.
That's the end of that.
It's the last lap. I think everyone's where they should
Tired.
be, rightly. And it's been a pretty solid race from everyone today. So I think it's been a relatively drama-free race. And we are about to see Dirty crossing the line for his home. He's shaking the car about, but it looked like he was just about to spin it. And Dirty has won his home Grand Prix in Istanbul. He'll be absolutely delighted with that performance. Poulsen over the line in 6th. Ramaki in 12th. As we'll just follow Bakker as he's coming down the back straight into the final complex of corners. Andrade in 7th. Bertrand in 11th. A good solid drive from Bakker today as well. He's crossed the line in 2nd place. Lantern over the line in 8th. And he just got a bit of a wait again.
I will say in this break, this is a good time to say that Contreras is the driver of the day.
That's it. Good.
With 13 votes.
I mean, personally, I didn't vote for him. I would dispute it, but
I voted for Bakker, personally.
that's
I
fair.
thought his
Bakker had
strategy
a solid drive. I mean, I voted for Doughty. I mean, that's you vote for the one that's in the lead. But he just didn't get. He got a good start. He got away from 2nd, and just was just untouchable the whole race. I wonder if he's still out on track. Yeah, he's still out on track.
I think he's doing like a.
And he's doing some donuts.
That's nice.
Good lad.
It's a really emotional moment, surely, for Dirty.
He'll not be able to see anything through the tears in his headlights. Through his headlights, his helmet. God. It looks like he's about to beach himself.
I think his tyre's flat.
As
Because I put one then. His front went. Yeah, his
yeah,
rear left's gone flat. Not that it matters now. He's done
absolutely
everything he needed to do.
tremendous stuff. Tremendous stuff. Oh, that's there we go. So, is it the result you were expecting? Obviously,
Pretty much, yeah. I was expecting Batesman to be up there as well. But obviously, we all know what happened with that one. Fimes is a good result as well. I'm Fimes is an underdog for me.
yeah, yeah. I think Poulsen did it terrifically, and so did Matt Smith. Matt Smith had really solid drive today as well, and obviously the fan club for oh god, what's his name? I've
Crap.
absolutely knackered. I've absolutely burnt out. Denoya, that's it.
Oh, Denoya, yes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, once they found that pocket, they were fine. There was no real issues. We'll see if we can get somebody in for an interview. Hopefully, we'll be able to get the man of the moment. But I think a lot of them are dropping out because it is a long race. And
Yeah, I
they'll
think a
be
lot of them will be tired after this one.
absolutely knackered. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if Josh, if you want to ping a couple of messages out just to see if anyone is available.
I'm being told to pull Dirty for an interview. Where is he? Here he is. He's Dirty.
Hello.
How did that race go for you?
Amazing. I love this track. Obviously, it's my home country, so it's special.
No, it was an absolutely fantastic drive. We thought that it was going to be really, really close between yourself and the Beatsma. But
Yeah,
after you passed them at the start, that was it. Oof, you were away. Didn't see him ever again.
what happened to him?
His
I
seat
actually
broke
don't know. Oh, okay.
in the real life. So unfortunately for you, you were just
Yeah,
able to.
fortunately for me, I push less because of him.
Well, it still looked like you were pushing pretty goddamn hard all the way around.
Actually, yeah, I was pushing, but I can like get more like 3/10 if I push harder, I suppose. Yeah, it was a nice race for me. No mistakes, no major mistakes at least.
And definitely not the same conditions of as it was today in real life as well. So you'll be quite
Yeah.
happy at that.
Yeah. I mean, if qualify has like 100 grip, I would have get the pole position as well. But yeah, it is what it is.
Oh, definitely, man. I mean, you came first. You've got the fastest lap as well. Okay, you came second in qualifying, but you know if that's the only bad thing today,
Yeah, I'm
forget
happy.
about it.
I'm super happy.
Are you looking forward to the next round?
Which race is that? I don't know.
I don't even know.
I'm just gonna have to go quickly double check. This is how prepared I am.
Mugello. Okay.
Cello.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, it's on
That's
track.
good.
I'm looking forward to that as well. Also, Bahrain. Yeah, Bahrain is my favorite as well.
Yeah, we've got an interesting second half of the season coming up.
It's well, the thing is though that it sounds like you've got so many favourite tracks that I mean there must be quite a lot of people pretty worried about your performance today and then going forward.
Yeah, this car is not like Lotus. Lotus was better car for me, but I'm getting used to. At least I can say that. We getting better setups. Yeah, it helps.
Well, if you're still getting used to the car, then that is absolutely terrifying.
Well, in last season I was better than Jens and competing with Lovi. So
Yeah,
I
well,
want to get back to that.
we never had Louis this week, so we'll hopefully see him
Yeah,
back in as well, and
unfortunately.
then get some more competition because you know as good as it is winning, and I congratulate you. You need to have some competition.
Yes.
You need to see things getting mixed up.
But I have to say, I like driving when I am first. Like no one is in front of me. I did less mistake when Uh, I have open circuit for me.
Well, it's a strategy that paid off for you today.
Yeah, options are amazing with these low temperatures.
Yeah, earlier on there was talk of a possible three-stop strategy, but was that something that was ever kind of in your mind that you might need to stop so many times?
Well, yeah, I would do one stop, but when I see the gap between Collins and me, I just did it for the fast step. So one
Nice.
stop is definitely possible for me, and I was going to do that.
Perfect. And how are you celebrating your win tonight? Is it just off to bed or
Yeah, off the bat, probably.
I was about to say it's a bloody pandemic as well. It's not really like you
Yeah,
can go and hit the clubs or anything.
yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm finished with questions. If Josh has got anything to add,
I do have something to add. It's not so much a question to Dirty, but you mentioned about the three stop. It turns out Crab actually did a three stop, and he still got sixth place
that's
Ooh, that's
cracking.
nice.
accidentally.
That's-
He didn't mean to do the three stop. He says.
well, he still did really well coming up in sixth, so he can't complain in the slightest. Have we got anyone else for any interviews?
Apparently, Lantern.
Right, that's
Lantern said he might want
fantastic.
to do it.
Dirty, thank you so much for joining us and such a cracking drive. It was great watching you going round today, and it was
Thank,
flawless.
thank you. Thanks for having me. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Perfect, Josh. If we want to get Lantern in,
Yeah, I'll shove Lantern in. Here we go. Hello,
Lantern.
Lantern.
Yo, yo.
Uh, a mixed bag today.
Yeah, but glad I recovered for that top 10.
Talked about that first lap. There was a first lap collision between you, Ricardo, and Edo that I think we just caught. I didn't think we caught all of it. What happened?
Uh, it was like turn 4 that, and I think it was Ito in the Speedo livery. Uh, I saw him on the, excuse me, I'm just a little wired.
That's all right, dude. It's you've just
Us.
raced
Uh,
44 laps, so take your time.
yeah, saw Ito come up on the Heli Corsa on the inside. I did my best to avoid it, but uh, still got tagged. Um, then settled in on the options for. I had 15 laps of fuel, so wanted to do as many as I could while I had any kind of grip and just see if I could make way up through the field again without having to overtake anybody and it having to work out this time.
It's all seemed to be pretty solid. Like there was a couple of times that we just saw just you running a little bit wide now and again, but it was like I said at the start. It looked like it was going to be super close all the way, and then it just after the first pit stops, then you just saw huge gaps opening up between folks. So whether it was just you weren't able to get the DRS on as many times, it was just
It's a I was my gearing was my sixth gear was a little short, so like even in the DRS zones, like I wasn't getting the overspeed that I needed. So being in a gap and just driving by myself is wasn't too detrimental to me at all.
that sounds quite good. It sounds like you were quite cozy there as well, so that's not a bad thing in the slightest. How do you feel about Magello next week?
Uh, if I can find a setup that works and nail one down. Like today, I was like 75% confident. So if I can get somewhere near like 90% confident, um, hopefully I can sneak my way into the top 10 again.
I think, I mean, you've definitely got one of the best looking cars there, so it's good seeing it up in the top 10.
With Lowy taking first place most times he's available, uh, much credit goes out to Flat Earth Mom James Rowland for the design. He did all the work. I just happened to provide a little inspiration is all.
Awesome, awesome. Well, hopefully James was watching today. But I'm just trying to think if there was anything apart from the gears today. Is there anything that you could have done different to get a bit further up, or do you
I
think
wasn't
that's
very
as much?
confident on the curbs. I wasn't sure what other people were doing. Um, I was trying to like really just focus because I knew Loey wasn't going to be here, so I was trying to focus on like nailing something down on my own and try not to observe too many other people. Um, I do like observing Colin because he's very consistent. Um, but if I can find a way to lean on the arrow and attack the curbs a little more, I think I can find my way into the top 10 a little bit.
That's definitely, I definitely hope that that's possible because there's it's just so much better when there's just like that push, and it does seem to be a much more controllable car than the Lotus. So hopefully, sort of going forward, because there's still quite a lot of races to go, that there's still going to be a big battle for the top guys, and hopefully we'll see you up there as well.
That would take a lot of extra work on my part. Hopefully, I can put it in, but if I can keep finding my way around 10th place, um, I'll be happy with that and excited for next season.
So we'll just need to get Louis back in next week as well, get those points back on the board.
Yeah, if I can somehow like keep finishing around 10th, and we might have a chance at second place in the constructors.
Awesome,
I
Josh.
think we lost. I think we lost contact with first place.
Yeah, yeah. I
And
think
now that Colin's in there at C&J, yeah, it's a tough ask.
And
But no
a
thanks
lot
to
gets asked of Loey every week, so can't expect too much more.
say.
perfect.
All right, guys. Thank you.
No problem at all. Take care and well raced today,
We'll see you.
Josh. How's Have you got anyone else for an interview, or
I
are we
don't think anybody else wants to come in. No
perfect?
one else seems to be willing.
That is not a problem at all. I feel absolutely drained after that, so I'm going to be able to go have a quick bite to eat, a bit of a rest, and then do some racing myself later on. Do you have anything to add and anything that you're excited about coming up?
Mugello is going to be a super fun race, I think. It was quite fun with the Exos League last year, with AF1 when we did it then. And it's going to be even more fun in these cars with the stronger DOS. Down that front straight is going to be awesome. I can't wait. But
Excellent.
other than that, I think that's it from me.
And for me, I'm going to go and bounce off. Just did, sorry, I've just managed to do a fist pump as that's the first time I've actually been able to use that properly. Right, guys, well, rather than just ending it here, we'll play the intro again. I know it should be an outro, but that's all we've got at the moment. So for those that have stuck around, you can get to watch that again, and then after it's finished, that'll be us done and dusted. Good night, everybody, and thanks for watching.
Thank you very much. See you next week.